Ramsey High School in Ramsey, New Jersey, as GSHSW.com brings you tonight's action here of the Northern Sectional Semifinal matchup, as the Morris Hill Scarlet Knights are here facing the Ramsey Rams, the 2 seed. And it's all being broadcast to you live here at GSHSW.com. Your teams, your counties, and your sites. And you can definitely hear it through our headsets there, John, that this crowd is definitely into it tonight.
This is an old school gym. We are sitting below the crowd. The crowd is above us. They're wooden, and it look almost like church pews up there to finish. We're below, completely encased. It was a bit cozy with 2 mats going on this. We've reset, we've centered, and we have what's shaping up as an interesting semi here.
Yeah, this should be a really interesting one. I know these 2 teams saw each other back in a couple of weeks ago, back in January, as Ramsey did beat Morris Hills on January 17th, 36-35 by 1 point. And you know the Scarlet Knights are going to want to get some revenge here.
Now Morris Hills just knocked off Mount Olive, 48-22 there. Ramsey had a deceptively unexpected tight match against Jefferson. That was the 2-7 match. It came down to the final match, a 33-30 lead for Ramsey, when at 152 pounds, Paige Berger won by fall at 325 to put it out of reach, to clinch it. Had Jefferson managed to win that, would have been a different outcome.
Yeah, and just going over to the Mount Olive Marauders, going into that matchup as well, it's definitely been very interesting with them and Morris Hills. That matchup didn't really seem as big of a deficit as the score indicates. I thought both teams wrestled extremely well, but with Morris Hills, they had just a little bit of some stronger girls that made them a little bit more interesting to see where they were ended up to be in that matchup. So, really, John, in all honesty, how are the Morris Hill Scarlet Knights going to have to flip the script here tonight in the semifinal matchup? It
looked to me, the little bit that I saw of the match that you were doing, the little bit I saw of that match that you were doing with Morris Hills and Mount Olive, it looked like they were coming out and just overwhelming Mount Olive early. I think that would give Ramsey fits if they did that tonight.
Yeah, most definitely. And I really think that when you're looking at the grand scheme of things, right, some of those losses from last time were probably bonus point victories for either Ramsey or Morris Hills. Now this time in this big stage here, making history of which of these teams is going to win and go and be one of the very first finalists here in the sectional girls finals. It's going to really be dependent on how these 2 girl teams are really going to come out and how they're going to wrestle. But neither of these teams are slouches by any means.
No, I mean, you've got in Morris Hills one of the pioneer teams in terms of girls wrestling. They had tournaments before everybody else. They had a team before everybody else. They've really been out there. Looking at the last time they met, that was a back and forth match. It was 24-23. They started at 107. We're starting at 185, it looks like here. They started at 107. They got around to 152, and it was 24-23 after Nora Shemon of Morris Hills won her match there with a pin.
Yeah, and a really good matchup, obviously. You know, these are definitely some big things that you look at. Obviously, forfeits definitely make the biggest difference for you in that sense.
Well, you had a pin. You had a pin then at 165 from Emma Cabrera. You had Jaden Solomon with a pin, and then forfeit at the end. We're going to pause for the national anthem.
We're going to go ahead and get the flip of the coin going here. James Clarke here alongside John Kovach. We're here at 100. We're going to be starting here at 185 pounds, and we're just getting the flip of the coin right here between these two teams, and we'll see how this one matches up here. Very crucial with this coin toss. It's going to go to
Green,
and that's going to be, I believe, Ramsey. I would imagine so. It would be Ramsey.
I would think so.
Considering all things considering. But we'll start here at 185. We do anticipate on Ramsey to show up here first, I believe. Nope, it's going to be Red's choice. Used to be so perfect with calling these coin flips way back in the day. And they're going to go ahead and they're going to check themselves in here at 185. 2 minutes on the clock here at the prestigious pit here at Ramsey High School, Ramsey, New
Mitchell
Jersey.
Gymnasium.
Mitchell Gymnasium. And what a better way to call and watch wrestling, none other than the pit, which I know another gym like this is also at Bloomfield High School as well.
It's very, very, very retro.
Very much so.
Wonderfully retro.
And, of course, if there's one thing that you, myself, and Don Brower all have in common is we like retro.
Jaden Solomon for Ramsey and Zatali Grande for Morris Hills as we get underway at 185.
Hand fighting here between the two wrestlers. Not a whole lot going here. And that's something that we did see a lot of hand fighting going on between the two wrestlers.
Did you see that in Hills Mount Olive? Because there was not a lot of hand fighting. They went right to shots in Ramsey Jefferson.
Yeah, there wasn't as many. There was hand fighting, a lot more hand fighting, a lot more technicality. But all that stuff's being said ahead, you know, it's definitely been great to see those two wrestle. And, you know, obviously girls wrestling is definitely growing in its own right as well, too, right? I think we say that all the time with all things considering. And a takedown being given right there for Solomon.
30 seconds left in the period. She's really working, trying to find an advantage on the back, but she's running out of time.
Yeah, she's got to get the quick works right here if she wants to get herself back into this match. Time runs out. 3-0 lead here for Solomon of Ramsey after one period.
We know that High Point and the Newton Kittatinny Co-op are wrestling in the semi at High Point. Having both, that's coming to you also via GardenStateHSWrestling.com. And we're going to be coming to you from 4 sites with boys finals tomorrow. We'll run all those down when we get a break in the action, but very excited to be doing that many boys finals with our massive coverage.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we'll definitely talk about it a little bit more when we get into the break. Don't want to take anything away from the girls wrestling side of things, but really excited for tomorrow as well too, but really excited to be a part of this night tonight. And both girls continuing to feel each other out. Not a whole lot going on here after that takedown there by Salmon of Ramsey.
Yeah, Grande has not been in any hurry to try to get those 3 points back.
No, she's definitely been wrestling conservatively and just not giving up a whole lot of what's been going over here as well. Under a minute left to go here in the second period. And a nice ankle pick by Salmon. She's going to get the 3 at 6-0. That was a very nice ankle pick there for the girls wrestling, which I haven't really seen much of this year for girls wrestling.
Do you think that Grande was looking for a move and just got beat to the punch, so to speak, by Solomon?
Oh, 100%. Absolutely. I mean, anytime that you're getting ankle picked right there is only if you're going in for a shot. And you're going to go out of bounds here. 21 seconds to go. But this is definitely something that's like very crucial as well. So we'll go right back into the center of the mat. 6-0 lead here for Salmon. 21 seconds to go. Let's see if she's going to try to run that arm bar. She's got something in tight right there. Let's see if she can get it.
She's got 4 back points out there. She's got 4 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, got a lot of time, but not going to do anything there. She's got 4 back points. Kind of didn't have a whole lot of time to get any more points there, but a 10-0 lead for Salmon. And this is going to be Grande's choice, and she's going to go top.
Going to apologize for my voice here, which is coming and going. You work in a elementary school, or any school for that matter. But you work in a school, if it's going around, it's a coming home with you.
Yep, I've been there, done that before, John. So I definitely know and understand that.
Cough drops for dinner tonight.
See if anything can happen here between these two wrestlers.
Grande working the top advantage, doing everything but scoring points here.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that you really are kind of looking into to see what these two could really do. And doing a really good job. She has 30 seconds of riding time here, if that was accounted for in high school wrestling.
Yeah, there's a problem with that.
I've been saying that for years.
Problem with that stat.
Been saying that for years, that high school wrestling should definitely accommodate some riding time.
They had it at one point, no?
They did, but I don't remember exactly if it was the 80s or the 90s, somewhere around there. I think it was in there at one point, but it was very short-lived.
She's got a minute left, and she's taking the back.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely, she's running something tight here. She has a half Nelson. She might have Solomon some trouble. This would be huge right here for the Scarlet Knights if they can get the pin. And she gets a pin.
Down 10-0. Satali Grande comes back for the win. Take a look at this.
Yeah, absolutely. Once you get into that half Nelson right there, it's the most basic move in wrestling. You get it right there, you get the pin. 6 points for the Scarlet Knights.
How big a turn could that be? That we're going from a major decision in favor of Ramsey to a 6-point win for Morris Hills.
Yeah, I mean, you have to really think about that.
You don't think about a momentum shift on the first drive of a football game. or the first goal of a hockey game or a soccer game, but that could be a huge momentum swing.
Oh, 100%. It has to be, right? I mean, you take a look at that, and you see now it's got to be momentum, and that could be the biggest difference maker of this match if Morris Hills can try and come out on top. But
we're 235, Annika Santos for Ramsey in the white, and Jasmine Grande of Morris Hills in the black, red, and white.
And that's something that the boys' Morris Hills team used to wrestle with back in the day.
Now, from my brother Jeff, who wrestled in the 90s at Mount Olive, I asked him if riding time ever counted. He said as a tiebreaker, he thinks, at one point.
See, both of these wrestlers continue to feel each other out here. It's not a lot of scoring been going here with just a minute to go. But that was something that we saw from the first bout there, John. A lot of technicality of wrestling going in. But that's how quick that these two teams have really evolved with the sport of wrestling. You don't really get to see kind of shots here and there. You're starting to really see full-on wrestling now.
You think that the hand fighting that we're seeing is an advancement to trying to fend off the shot?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
100%. 100%. I think hand fighting really is one of the most crucial things that any coaches are going to tell you to go into when you're doing a lot of hand fighting and you're going in on shots like that and trying to juke them out a little bit. And you kind of take a look right there as Grande is trying to get a takedown. She's near it. She gets a takedown, and she's got Santos in some trouble right here, and she might be able to get. And only got one swipe, that's all, but she's looking in for some more.
She's not letting up the pressure. And 1:46 the time of the fall.
And that's a great one right there, John. Obviously getting that 12-0. Morris Hills leads this. Big pin right there, big momentum. They're already up by 12-0. And that will take us to the 100-pound weight class.
Our sponsors tonight, locally, Harmony Heating, Brick 46, SG Elite Auto, Hibernia Diner. If my voice goes during this read, jump in. Bell Shivas and Bell, Missy's Main Street Cafe, and 100% Chiropractic.
All right, well, that'll take us to 107. Got a forfeit for Morris Hills at 100.
I think that forfeit at 100 makes that turnaround at in the opening match at 185 even a bigger deal.
Yeah,
you knew you were giving up 6 in the third match. You were giving that up before you got here.
And here's the thing, too, right? I mean, you take a look at 100. Last time Morris Hills, when these two teams wrestled on January 17th, the 100-pound weight class was given a forfeit. But even though Ramsey had clinched that match, they gave the forfeit there in the very last one at 100 pounds. And they also forfeited last time at 107. So those forfeits are kind of what really makes it or breaks it for your team. And a takedown given right there.
And it was a forfeit earlier against Jefferson.
Yep, absolutely. Makes it a big difference. This is Isabella Sanchinocho from Ramsey and Sophia Salazar for Morris Hills. Both of these teams trying to make history here tonight in New Jersey wrestling. Girls wrestling, that is.
It's just great that there's a girls team tournament.
Oh, there is. I mean, when girls wrestling started to get implemented in, no one kind of really thought where it was going to go. No one thought it was going to implode as much as it has the last few years. But now they're getting their own sections. They're getting their first districts this year. So really I'm a big history buff here, John, if you haven't noticed about me already.
I picked up on that a long, long time ago, Clarke.
But I'm a history buff, so I definitely like to see history being made, especially within our eyes, too. And then I get to be older, and with my kids and grandkids, too, I get to tell about the history.
I told you that, son. What are you laughing at over there, Zach? What are you fighting so funny? You'll be stuck on that camera angle for some time as Zach laughs.
We've got to get him back on air again soon.
I had him on the other night.
That's what he told me.
Yeah, I had him on the other night. We had a sighting. Zach's thumb was not on the Harrington Company's press box, but the entirety of Zach was on the Harrington Company's press box.
It's a big moment for Garden State. What can I tell you? Short time here, 3-0 lead for Salazar of Morris Hills. We're going to go right into the second period. It's going to be Sanchinocho's choice. She's going to go top here. And something that you do see a lot in girls wrestling is where girls will choose top right away.
And it's Santanosito. Santanosito. I talked to the coach before their match.
Just to make sure that pronunciation was there, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Then we didn't get names, so it was a waste of time. I got to do something with the information. I got to share that info with somebody, Clarke.
Oh, yeah. And I'm someone that would definitely take a strong interest in that. She's got the arm bar there a little bit. She has control of that arm, but she isn't able to fully put it in and commit to an arm.
Not in a place where she can do anything with it.
They're right in the center of the mat, right? Not center, but they're right at the edge of the mat. And she's trying to get a crossface here.
Your boundaries and my boundaries are different there.
But, hey, you know, we can agree on this one. A stall call has been given here. The first one of this
Just
bout.
a warning.
Gonna see what she can do right here as she leads. She trails us 3-0.
Good job by Santanosito in the white of working Salazar back into the circle.
Yeah.
She's really just kind of forcing her. And you can see Salazar trying to work her body and get this out and get her restart, get out from underneath Santanosito. And Santanosito now, she's got her legs right on the edge, and she's going to drive her back in. No, maybe not. You know what? That was not going anywhere. They let that wrestle out, but nobody was going anywhere from that position.
No, and that's the thing. When you're wrestling at the edge like that, you kind of know where you are, and it's really much as Kira Hubmaster and I talk about it a lot. It's all about mat awareness right there. That's exactly what she has, is that mat awareness to be able to know where she is on the mat and how much time that she can train on the clock. But we'll get here into the end of the second period. And Salazar leads this one 3-0. We're going to go into the third. This is Santos' choice. After she got ridden out here, I think she's going to want to go neutral. And we're going to get a... Yep, she's going to go top. It's a little bit interesting.
You know, it's one thing. I'm trying to remember who might have been you. I was doing a girls' match and talked about it with somebody. You see girls opt for referee's position. And I just, with the new 3-point takedown and the 4 back points, and, you know, the opportunity to get a touchdown and an extra point on one move, I'm really surprised there's not more starting in the neutral position.
Yeah, well, I mean, we do see that a lot with boys. I saw it a lot last night with West Essex and Nutley.
Oh, the West Essex is unbelievable at it.
Yeah, Nutley was going neutral every single time out when it was their choice, right? So you see that a lot on boys' sides, and really for girls too, you'll see it occasionally, but you see a lot more offense on top. And Kira told me this a while ago. This is really about more so about their hips. Is kind of, you know, a little bit stronger in the effect of where, like, they can maneuver their thing a little bit more and they can put more pressure because their thighs are more stronger on the top wrestlers. That it's able to push more of that pressure on top.
Stalemate to call here. I was wondering what that stoppage was going to be. I think it's a good stalemate.
Yeah, stalemate for sure. Neither one improving their position. But you kind of look at
Santos. Whoa! That's how you work from the top on a referee's position restart.
And you got to have to kind of commit to the ride here if you don't turn, because you're up 3-0 with 45 seconds to go. You kind of have to commit to that ride at that point.
I want to throw the heater and announce my presence with authority.
And now the point has been given to the second stall call. It's going to make it a point for Section Ocho. And a caution now on Salazar. And she's going to just back off a little bit, make sure that the bottom wrestler gets set. And a switch. And a locked hands call there by Salazar. That's going to put a stop to that one. 3-2 now.
I thought they awarded a penalty point.
They did.
Well, it's not up on the board.
The official's talking about it now. They're trying to put it back on there now.
There we go. Thank you. That's now my faith is restored.
Yes, it has been.
Because it should have been 3-1, and that penalty point on the restart made it 3-2. Zach on top of it here.
Of course. And, you know, you got to have to commit to that ride now, try to ride out here, but she's got to be careful.
20 seconds. She can't let her escape.
It gets stoppage right there for potentially dangerous. The Ramsey coaches on the other side were not too happy about that one, as they didn't want a stoppage there. They wanted the free point.
They had an escape in their book. Somebody was right in the one.
And they're going to get called for locked hands again. It's going to make it a point. All tied up at 3 here. 7 seconds to go.
Salazar looked at the referee and said something. Both referees simultaneously made the call.
Oh, 100%. You had to. And now the second
and
caution
another caution.
That's why I'm saying going top, it's you know, it's kind of tricky. We'll try to see what she can do here.
Well, she can't get a takedown from this position. All she can do is defend it.
And now will take us into the sudden victory. Number 1, first takedown wins. Tied up here at 3, and what a change of events this match has turned into. And we'll see how it goes as we just started 5 seconds into sudden victory number 1.
18-0 the team score. 2 pins and a forfeit to Morris Hills.
And she's might gonna get 6 right here for Morris Hills, and she does.
Let's take a look at that one, James. Walk us through that. You got a replay on that?
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's watch that again there. She just threw her right to the back, threw a headlock right in. Beautifully done, and got 6 for her team instead of 3. That could have been extremely ugly right there. And being recognized here with Ramsey Wrestling. Great camera work right there by our cameraman Josh on a job well done with just the decorated wrestling program that has been held here at Ramsey High School.
I do love this gym.
Oh, it's a beautiful gym. I like those, as you said, John, we like those retro, old school looking gyms that makes us really love the sports that we cover here in Garden State. Going to be a forfeit win right there at 114.
You can see Rocky Balboa fighting Spider Rico here.
Honestly, maybe someday Don can do a pro show here.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what, it would be a great place for a pro show. You can't see it, but it's basically the length of a basketball court. All of the seating is up above us. Like there's wall behind us.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we just love. We love seeing that kind of stuff, especially in wrestling. And
nobody's yelling down in front at me. It's awesome.
Isn't that always the best?
Sit down, Clarke.
We're here at 120. We're getting the names up for you momentarily. This is Daniela Hidalgo from Morris Hills and Reese Rotonde from Ramsey. I try to put the emphasis on at the end of that E right there.
Well
A.
done.
Not like the Fonzie A, but you got it.
You did well.
The Latin, I guess you could say the Latin, the words or something of that nature.
Forgot to send that one, didn't you?
we're here at 120. 50 seconds to go here in the first. We're all tied up here still at 0. But Hidalgo has other ideas, but showing the strength, but she's going to concede the takedown. 3-0.
Rotonde had a good position to try to get a tilt. She didn't get it. She's on top now with still 30 seconds to go. She could get a turn here.
I mean, it's very crucial right now that Ramsey has to start putting on a pin parade here for the Rams, and this has to start here now. You're up 30-0 for the Scarlet Knights, you know. And you know something, John, too, with Morris Hills, the boys team, making it to the North 2 Group 3 sectional finals. If Morris Hills wins here, the girls team, I think that would be the very first time ever where both boys and girls both make the sectional finals for wrestling, as for High Point as well, too, with the boys also being in the finals, if High Point beats Newton Kittatinny.
So tomorrow night, we will be at Cedar Grove, where they're hosting number 3 Hanover Park. That is in Group 1, Section 2, North. We will be at West Morris, where they will host Caldwell in a 1-2 match. That one, I think, could be a very, very good match.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a really good match, and West Morris is going to be looking for their first section title since 1989, talking with Coach Merrill about that matchup right there and talking about that section. He wants that section title more than anything, him and that team as well, too, and that's the year to do it, is this year.
We are going to be at West Essex, where they will host Morris Hills on the boys' side.
Yeah, Morris Hills had a very nice run to make it to the finals, especially on a criteria win over Cranford last night.
Were you at that?
I was at West Essex.
Okay. Couldn't remember where you were. This one's intriguing, too, and we'll bring this one to you. North Hunterton, the 3 seed, at number 1 Middletown South. North knocked off Middletown North last night, 52-20.
Yeah, and that's a big win right there for North Hunterton. You know, and Rotonde's got Hidalgo in some trouble. Gonna get 3 more points.
20 seconds to go in the second period.
She's got her in some trouble right there. She needs 6 to keep herself alive, to keep her team alive in this sectional semifinal.
Hidalgo doing a great job keeping her shoulders clean. Wow.
And they get it right at the edge of the mat.
3 seconds left in the second period, and Rotonde keeps that 1 foot firmly in bounds
and you just
gets
take a
the
look.
pin.
And you just take a look right there, too. She's trying to kind of run off the mat a little bit, but she wasn't able to get out in time.
Great bridges, great footwork, trying to just get herself to safety. And a great job by Rotonde just making sure she had that foot inside the circle enough to get the pound.
Honestly, we've seen a lot of good neck bridges like that, but none other than the one wrestler over Parsippany Hills.
Oh, my God.
Wolf was his name.
Yeah, Christian Wolf.
Man,
oh, my God.
Man, oh, man. But here we're at 126. This is Emily Diaz-Santos, who's facing up against Elizabeth Panuccio for Ramsey. And Diaz-Santos was a state medal winner from last year for the Scarlet Knights. And she will be expecting to do some big things as well, too. She is going to be one of the favorites to return to Atlantic City, if not medal, once again.
.30-6, Ramsey finally on the board, but they've got work to do. And you don't want to say it too early, but starting to run out of matches.
Well, especially when you're wrestling a quality wrestler like Dia Santos, this is really, at this point right here, if she gets the 6 that Coach Wanamaker is expecting from her, you know, you have 32, 38, 45, 52, 65.
That's it.
Yeah, and, you know, a pin here will clinch it really for Morris Hills. If my math is correct.
The number of 6-point wins in both quarters and in this semis is almost astonishing. It's a 6-point win or nothing.
Yeah, and definitely take a look at like the differences this time around between January 17th and today, February 17th. It's a month later.
I didn't even pick up on that.
15 seconds to go. Dia Santos has Panuccio in some trouble.
Yeah, she must be just keeping her shoulders up. We're inside 10 seconds. She does have her shoulders off. Four back points increases the lead to 10-1 for MLE Diaz Santos.
She's got to try to get something going here. Is Panuccio, who is trailing 10-1 over the heavily favored Diaz Santos.
Diaz Santos is just trying to impose her will here. Just trying to find some way to turn her.
And nice job right there. She's trying to hook that leg there on Panuccio and see if she can try and run something there to try to kind of put the exclamation point on the victory. See what you can try and do here. Panuccio trying to get a reversal. She's getting into that other leg there on Diaz Santos.
Final? High Point has beaten Newton Kittatinny 34-33 in the other semifinal in this section.
So the winner of this matchup right here will face High Point at High Point on Thursday night. And can't wait to see how that one goes between those two teams. Nice takedown there by Diaz Santos.
13-2. She is 4 points from a tech fall with 20 seconds to go in this second period.
15 seconds. Don't rush it. You gotta have it. Don't rush. Lock your arms before you go. Get that arm back.
So again, High Point is the first now, I guess technically, if you want to get technically sounded now, High Point Boys is also in the sectional finals in North 1 Group 2, where they'll face Pascack Valley tomorrow, and that match is at High Point. And if Morris Hills wins this one too, that would be another girls team coinciding with the boys team to make a sectional final. How crazy is that?
Would they do a doubleheader? And I don't know that they, boys, girls.
No, I don't
They
think
never
so.
do it.
No, it's different days.
They want the separate gates and it's different days. But can you imagine the buzz?
When you have boys and girls going on
boys
at the same
and girls,
time.
yeah.
It'd be one packed gym. That I would say. And Pascack Valley is no joke either this year, too.
No.
They've been on a run this year over there at the Bergen County School. They went on. They also beat West Morris earlier in the year as well, too, a couple of weeks ago.
Get to the other side.
Diaz Santos up 13-2. Trying to see if she can run something here. Trying to see if she can get some back
Thought
points
she
there.
was going to get the turn there.
Left hand behind the knee.
Nothing doing there yet.
She keeps working near ankle, and I don't think it's helping her.
Keep circling. Get your leg back. Get your leg back. Keep circling.
They're coming out right by us. Great view by Josh.
30 seconds.
32 seconds to go here.
No mistake. Make her flat. Left hand behind the knee. The cradle's there. Emily. Sit back. Grab the ankle. Make her flat.
So again, tomorrow night we will be at. Let's wrap this one and then we'll do that. 13-2 the final for Emily Diaz-Santos. And that is going to be a major and a 34-6 lead.
And of course, if you want to be built in the sport of wrestling like these girls are here today, you need to go to Estabilt Wrestling Club, located on 7 Norwright Road, Hackettstown, Bud Lake, New Jersey. If you want to be built, you need to be Estabilt. It's the best wrestling club around in the area, of course, Estabilt Wrestling Club. And that will take us to 132.
Where's the master? Where's the pace? Let's go. Circle it. Circle it. Get out of there. Where's the pace, Esther? Let's go. Get behind. The circle. Get your two. Let's go.
I'm going to get a 3-point takedown right here. This is Esther Teixeira. Teixeira for Morris Hills. I should know that. There was a Spanish teacher that I know in high school with that name, Teixeira, who was facing up against Yuli Harada from Ramsey.
Go for the ankle. Get her flat.
You know who taught Spanish
Who?
in the district that you work in now until recently?
Who was that?
Like 2 years ago? Merced Solis, who is better known by his ring name of Tito Santana. Arriba.
You don't say.
He taught at the middle school.
Very
Eisenhower.
interesting. Very interesting right there. But a 3-0 lead here for Teixeira.
34-6, the lead for Morris Hills just keeps getting a little bit steeper.
She's doing a good job riding from here, but a stall warning on top, and kind of figured that was going to happen eventually because you don't want to get hit. When you get hit for stalling like that, it's always kind of a big moment right there to do that. Gonna restart here.
I'm guilty of it, but I always love Stan's coaching.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%. Always a lot of fun, isn't it? Short time here with Teixeira leading this one 3-0 after one period. It's gonna be Harada's choice.
The other night, I had my wife tune in to check the audio. And she's like, Matt texts me back. She's, somebody there with you and Don? I said, what do you mean? I mean, Zach's here on the computer. Or, no, somebody, like, they sound like they're next to you calling out moves. I said, no, that's one of the Mount Olive coaches actually calling the match beforehand. And it was. You could hear him. You can hear him, like he's on the headset.
Yeah, anytime that you can kind of get someone on a hot mic like that, it's always kind of helpful too, because you can hear in just those little bit of secrets as well.
I may or may not steal stuff.
Take your time. Big steps to the head. Big steps to the head. Left foot to the head, Esther.
See what happens here. 3-1 is the lead here for Teixeira, as John is trying to make sure that Zach is still keeping up to par with his job.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
3-1 lead here for Teixeira. She's leading this. She's trying to run something from the side. And she has something hooked up there on the leg. Trying to trap that ankle, the right ankle there on Harada. See if she can try and get something locked up right there, but she's not able to do anything. Harada's been doing a good job on bottom here, but she's got to get out. Otherwise, the official might look in for a stall. But Teixeira's got to watch out herself. I kind of figured that was coming. That's going to be a point after that stall for Harada, 3-2.
So High Point, the 1 seed, has already advanced. And here you have 2 Rahway versus 3 Morris Hills. Right now it looks like it'll be a 1-3 matchup on Thursday. We will have 4 boys finals for you tomorrow.
It's going to be a great one, to say the least.
We coming here from West Morris, from West Essex, from Cedar Grove, and from Middletown South.
3-2 lead here for Teixeira.
All free of charge. Our massive wrestling coverage in the Garden State.
Oh, no question about it. We're the best of the best, that's for sure. And there it is. A pin right there is what the doctor delivered, as Esther Teixeira of Morris Hills gets the pin. I mean, that pretty much already clinched it either way for Morris Hills. They lead at 40-6 with only 4 more bouts to go. 4. 32, 38, 45, 52.
There you go.
But, of course, we have to take the time to thank one of our main live stream sponsors, the Harrington Companies. Harrington Recycling Company Incorporation, Demolition and Recycling, Harrington Incorporation and Sons, and Hoffman Supply Home and Garden Center. The Harrington Companies, the biggest wrestling fans in the state of New Jersey, one of them being Ryan Harrington, the 2-time New Jersey State champion from Mendham High School, now one of the assistant coaches at Del Barton High School, the Harrington Companies.
Vanessa Colon in the white for Ramsey. Genesis Perez in the black with red and white for Morris Hills. Morris Hills up 40-6 has basically clinched this.
A stall warning there, under a minute to go on Cologne.
We'll go over it in between matches, but watch our social media for news on what girls finals we will bring you Thursday.
Keep moving, Genesis.
3-0 lead here
In the South bracket, Jackson Township has beaten North Brunswick. They've advanced, and we're waiting for word on the 2-3 match, Central Regional at Gloucester. That one's going on right now. Jackson Township won 53-15 over North Brunswick. They were the 4 seed. All chalk in the South bracket so far. Nice tight waist, and she's hurt. Genesis Perez, I think she twisted her. She grabbed at her ankle quickly.
So that will take us into the injury timeout here. And if you want to give back to the sport that you love, if you love wrestling, the New Jersey Wrestling Official Association is the way to go. All you have to do is scan the QR code below for more information on joining the top wrestling official association in the U.S. It's what we call New Jersey Wrestling Official Association, otherwise known as NJSIAA. And, of course, one of our main live stream sponsors for tonight, Performance Trophies and Medals. Anything that you like to see here from our Hammer of the Match, which will take place at the conclusion of this match on our social medias, any kind of trophies, any kind of medals, or any kind of banners that you need to recognize your best athletes in all over New Jersey or anywhere else, Performance Trophies and Medals is the way to go to do that. And if you want to become a sponsor like Performance Trophies and Medals, easy. Click the Your Logo Here button with the red text down low, or you can send an email to admin@gardenstatejustwrestling.com. We'll get back to you within 24 hours, and we can make you the star of the show. And we'll get ourselves right back in here. James Clarke, John Kovach here at Ramsey High School. Bringing you the action here of the semifinals matchup between the Ramsey Rams and the Morris Hill Scarlet Knights. Morris Hill's up 40-6 at 138 with Perez on top here, 3-0 over Cologne. A nice reversal there by Perez. Make it 5-0. And she's got a crossface cradle locked up right there. Can she get 6? Gonna get 4 back points. Make it 9-0.
Almost had it, just couldn't get the shoulders flush.
Try to run something there to the side. She's trying to run that half Nelson. And gonna go ahead and spin from behind. Nice little reversal right there. Keep herself alive. 9-2. Now back to a regular decision for Perez of Morris Hills. And we'll see what she can do right here. Can she try to get a turn? Can she try to pull off the upset?
Still a ton of time. There's still 18 seconds left in the second period.
And she gets the pin. Something that Cologne definitely wanted for her Rams team to try to end the night on an exclamation point. This is not over yet, but Cologne of Ramsey gets the pin right there after trailing 9-2.
That's a nice turnaround. That's not giving up on the match.
Yeah, and at that point, really, honestly, you know, despite the team score here, you know, at this point, go out there for yourself at this point now. Try to get a win. That'll take us to 145. going to go ahead here, and the match is underway.
Paige Berger for Ramsey and Isabella Avila for Morris Hills.
And Berger was one of those wrestlers I know you had recognized earlier from when they wrestled Jefferson Sparta. So we'll see what happens right here. And a really good matchup. Hopefully here we'll see how Paige Berger does. Matchup going on here.
Did you figure that out yet? You had a 50-50 shot.
Finishing up on the takedown. Nice takedown right there by Berger. Approaching to about 1 minute left to go here in the first period. And a great job at that as well. Berger is going to be looking for more than just that takedown. She wants 6 for her team.
I will say the matches have gone longer in this semi.
Well,
there were a lot of first, second. The third period was kind of territory unknown in the quarters.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. And honestly, even when that last semi-finals matchup, watching Mount Olive wrestle with Morris Hills and wrestling that one, Morris Hills won that one 48-22, but that match seemed a lot closer than what the score indicated. And she might turn this one around on Berger. Isabella. She might be able to get a pin right here. 15 seconds to go in the first.
Berger doing a good job turning her shoulders, but she's in a heap of trouble. Only 5 seconds, though.
Not going to have enough time to do that, but it's going to be a 6-point play. And 6-3 is the score after 1 for Avila of Morris Hills. We'll see, she's going to try and run something here. Is Berger. She's got Avila in some trouble. She's got the half Nelson thrown in.
Doing a good job of staying up on her toes. She's got to walk it in a little bit more.
And she gets a fall.
26 seconds into the second period. 40-18 now in favor of Morris Hills.
And only 2 more matches to go here, John. 152, 165. This is definitely going to get interesting right here at the end. Obviously, Morris Hills had already clinched it. They'll wrestle at High Point on Thursday night. But either way, you know, great matchup here tonight between these 2 girls' teams. As you said, the score doesn't really indicate based off of the match that we've watched here.
Morris Hills did what they had to do. They came out. They wrestled in an overwhelming style that they like to do. And you're seeing it right here.
Nice shot right there and takedown by Nora Shemin from Morris Hills, who's facing up against Francesca Niwa from Ramsey. And it's going to get stoppage right there. It's going to be unnecessary roughness on Sheeman. It's going to be a point. 3-1 the lead. And both girls thought they were going on their feet already after that, but
yeah,
it goes to show you how much these girls and wrestlers love being on their feet. I was more of a mat wrestler, wrestling top and bottom. That's kind of how I like to wrestle.
I think the changes in rules are bringing about changes in the style.
Oh, 100%. I mean, even when you watch freestyle wrestling, too, like I did up in Stony Brook, New York this weekend, watching freestyle wrestling, totally different.
Yeah, what did you have this weekend?
I was at Stony Brook University for the New York Section 11 finals for girls wrestling, and it was both girls and boys going at the same time. Boys was going on one mat, girls was going on the other. So NFHS needed someone to cover that one, the girls' side. So I ended up taking the 2.5-hour trip from Hackettstown to Stony Brook, and watching freestyle and calling freestyle for the first time. I will tell you, I caught on pretty quickly.
What do you see as the main differences?
As soon as the officials stop the match, they go right back on their feet. It's really what it is. It's still 2-point takedowns, but every move that you make.
2 or 3?
2.
2? Oh,
Freestyle is still 2. And anytime that you get a turn, even the slightest a bit, when you put the opponent over their head, it's a count as like it could be another 2, or it could be a 4, or it could be a 5.
As long as the shoulders are
exposed
to the mat.
Yeah, as long as it's exposed and you're putting pressure in, then you can, and you get a tech fall at 10 points. And then there's 2 periods worth of wrestling, but 3 minutes. And that's going to be the pin right there for Sheeman of Morris Hills. And that's going to go ahead, put them, extend the lead, 46-18. Morris Hills leads this. One more bout to go. And this one is electrifying to see history being made here at Ramsey High School.
Again, Morris Hills will travel Thursday to High Point.
And the final matchup here at 165-pound weight class, this is Chelsea Pinto for Morris Hills, who's facing up against Emma Cabrera from Ramsey. Gonna get the takedown. She gets back points right there at the edge of the mat. And she gets the fall. And that's gonna put the exclamation point on the victory. Obviously, at the end of the night, getting 6 points right there for Ramsey is important, but it's not enough, as Morris Hills is making history tonight, as they are gonna go to the sectional finals this Thursday night up at High Point High School, as the Wildcats and the Scarlet Knights will face off between one another. Or should I say, square off.
There you
On
go.
guard. We like to take the time to thank Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition. Dan Warnikoff is the man with the plan when it comes to nutrition. Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition. Thank you for all that you do for all of our athletes. And that will take us into the Harrington press box. James Clarke, John Kovach. Great day here at Ramsey. But better yet, really, Morris Hills flipped the script here. They lost by a point back on January 17th to these guys, to Ramsey. And they came in tonight, and they won it 46-24 in the semifinals. Your final thoughts, John?
How big a deal, and we've got to talk about a hammer of the match, was that pin in the opening match.
Yeah.
She's down 9-2, if my memory is correct, and gets the pin and flipped the momentum immediately.
Yeah, I mean, that's really what pushed them to the edge to be able to make history. I mean, there's no other words to describe, like, no question. When you flip the script like that and you get your team going with that, that's something worth noting about. And I think, in my opinion, that's got to be a really key part of your team, when one person gets a pin, and then the momentum's going to start shifting through. But really great job here by Morris Hills. I'm really intrigued to really see how they're going to match up with High Point.
I'm looking forward to that one. Watch our social media for information on the streams from the 4 sites we'll be at tomorrow. James, nice working with you as always.
Of course, likewise.
Let's take it home.
Yeah, of course. So, with that being said, from Josh the cameraman, from Zach Omar, and the thumb appears, John Kovach, And James Clarke saying, thanks so much for tuning in. We will see you all next time.